He's all here, back with another video. Today's video, we're going to be going over Lagmaron's co-op raid, which happens every 3 weeks. Before we jump into it, let's just go over to what his move does. So he's got a passive ability here called Forbidden Power. Your attack power increases as you take more damage. You'll be immune to inability effects such as Oblivion, Mana Cost Up, Beneficial Effect Block, and Silence. His first attack is Squall. Grants Acceleration 2 on self and inflicts damage and grants Stun to the forefront enemy in front of you. The damage increases or decreases depending on the difference between Lagmaron's and the enemy's mana regeneration grade. Got another attack of Leap of the Beast. After removing harmful effects granted on yourself, attack the frontline enemies in front of you and inflict damage. The damage increases as there are fewer targets. We've got his other ability here is Unleash Fury. Removes beneficial effects on all enemies in front of you. Grants defense down 3 and inflicts damage. It also grants him with a wind shield and attack 3 up on self. And his final ultimate move is Lightning Strike. If you are under the effect of the wind shield, the Lightning Strike skill will be activated and all enemy cards will be incinerated with a fixed chance. Afterwards, attacking all enemies to inflict damage and grant Deceleration 2 and Stun. We also have the unrecoverable ability here, so that means none of our teams can recover HP during this battle. So without further ado, let me jump into a game and then we'll talk about the best strategy and you'll see the team that I use and then we'll see how to do this. So let's go.
Okay, so the team I'm using today is Bernard, Konomiya, Sophie and Vernahel, then Orochi, Chloe, Megan and Siege. That's the team. So let's quickly go on to see what where the moves are. Okay, now starting into the battle. If we look at the top box here, we'll just go over when he does his moves. So moves 1 and 3 is Squall. Moves 2 and 4 are the Leap move. You've got number 5 as Unleash Fury. And lastly, at the end here, you've got Lightning Strike. So now we know the moves, let's go into how we use the strategy. Okay, so moving on, we want to get his speed as much as possible, because moves 1 and 3, the damage is dealt between the difference between our speed and Lagmaron's speed. So we want to keep that as 2 or 3 as possible to do less damage. And as we move on to the Leap move, at the start of the game it doesn't actually do much damage because there's 4 people. The less people there are on the line, the more damage it does. So we want to use the Chloe to try and block as much of that damage as possible, and that's why I brought Chloe and Konomiya, so we can keep the invincibility on our side so we can use it for the moves 2 and 3. Again, see, we're upping our speed just before he does his attack, because he will speed buff on himself. Again, the speed difference is dependent on how much he hits you. Obviously, as the battle goes on longer and longer, he hits harder and harder anyway. So we got our attack up and speed 2. Now coming into move 4, we've got the Chloe ready, and you want to do it just as the bar just touches the circle, just to make sure that you get it beforehand. Okay, so now coming up to his 5th move, which is Unleash Fury. Now with this one, what this does, he removes all the beneficial effects on you, grants defense down on the entire team and attacks the entire team, then puts wind shield on himself. Now my person here did it a little bit too early, because as you see, once I've done my attack, he removes all of his buffs and still hits him hard. So you've got to make sure that he does it as soon as he does the defense down 3. That's when you want to pop off your invincibility. So strip it. At this point here, you've now got the shield, the wind shield up there at the top. You've got to make sure you hit that many times to knock it off. Once you do, you come into the red bar and you just literally unleash hell. So that's why we bring Orochi, Sophie and Siege, because they're multi-attacking characters and they knock down that wind shield as quick as possible, especially Orochi, so he's a must in the team. Now when you're coming to the end, all of the debuffs on him will reset and the game goes back to the start. So what I'll do, I'll speed this up now so you can see the rest of the strategy and how it plays out when we get to the end. Just have a look at when we get to the end, that we do a invincibility at the correct time, not the wrong time, at the far side. Thumbs up, like and subscribe on this. I've got one more to do, the fire monkey, in the next week. Now we come back to this one. You got to wait for him to do his move and apply the defense down 3, then you use your invincibility. That way he doesn't strip it, and then you can go ahead. This time again, second time round, you've got to hit him 16 times to knock him down and knock his windshield off. Got to do that before you get to the end. That's why you have Orochi, and then you crack on with the red bar and reset. Thank you for watching. If you got this end, please leave a like and comment down below which team you use. If you haven't already, have a look at my rune guide videos, because this will give you some guides to how to rune these guides for the co-ops. Alright, thank you!